Every now and then, God gives his people a moment of courage, a moment of faith, a moment that echoes into eternity. At Foundations Church, we believe this is that moment. From living rooms to packed out services, from prayer circles to life-changing baptisms, from a movie theater to a movement across northern Colorado, God is building something greater. Greater than buildings, greater than plans, greater than us. And through it all, the mission is unchanged: to bring the extraordinary life of Jesus to a lost and broken world.
Well, hey, Foundations, I want to share with you something close to my heart. Not a project, not a program, but a calling. When I stepped into this new role, I knew I was walking into a church with an incredible legacy. In the last 14 years, we've seen over 1,700 people be baptized. We've given over $5.6 million to missions and outreach. We've seen God move in ways we never could have scripted. But here's what I believe with all of my heart. He's not done. In fact, I think he's just getting started. Right now, more than 500,000 people in our region don't know Jesus. 500,000 people, that's 3/4 of the population in Weld and Larimer County. That's not just a number, that's someone you know. That's your neighbor, your coworker, maybe it's your kid, maybe it's your parents. It's your child's best friend. That's the family going through a divorce. That's a teen battling anxiety, the person wondering if there's any purpose left in life. And I believe where God called us to reach them. That's why we're launching Greater Than, a 2-year vision to boldly invest in what matters most: people meeting Jesus. Greater Than is how we practically live out our mission and make an impact in our community. We believe that God is calling us to expand, start new campuses, and build new buildings. But this is more than a building campaign. It's more than bricks and mortar. It's about making room for what God is doing next. This vision moves in 3 bold phases, and at the heart of each is the commitment to the next generation. If you've ever been in or near the check-in area in Loveland during a weekend service, you get it. It's vibrant, it's packed. Honestly, it's a little chaotic in the best way. But here's the truth. We're out of room. And at our Windsor campus, the kids to adult ratio is off the charts. Our volunteers are doing an amazing job, but we've hit a capacity. We need intentional, secure, engaging environments that show our kids they matter. Because this isn't just about babysitting, it's discipleship. We're not just raising kids, we're launching disciples. And the next generation deserves more than just what's left over. They deserve our best. And that's why this campaign isn't just about buildings, it's about creating space for transformation. Because the rooms we build, the environments we create, and the culture we shape today will echo for generations to come. So here's what we believe God is calling us to do. Our Loveland campus has been a launch pad for thousands of lives changed. Now we're refreshing what's already working. With updated environments for kids, better accessibility, more room for visitor engagement, and spaces that are ready to serve the next generation with excellence. We're updating our building with a fresh, community-focused design, one that's more welcoming and outward-facing. Our goal is for the space itself to reflect the same warmth and sense of belonging that people experience inside with our church family. Windsor has never felt like a rental because it's always been filled with purpose. But now it's time for a permanent home. God is already moving in Windsor, and only in His timing, He provided through a generous donation that allowed us to secure land debt-free. We're off to a good start. Now we're preparing to build a campus that will serve not only Windsor, but also Severance and Timnath, West Greeley, and beyond. We believe that a brand new building in a prime location will expand our reach. By investing in a permanent home rather than leasing, we're making a lasting investment in God's kingdom, one that will impact generations to come. And we're also preparing for the next campus. We don't have the address yet, but we know that we have the assignment. Northern Colorado is growing rapidly, and the spiritual need is growing with it. The success of our Windsor campus has shown us the power of reaching people in fresh, dynamic ways when we launch churches right in the heart of their communities. Right now, people already drive from places like Fort Collins, Greeley, and Longmont to be a part of Foundations. But what if we made it easier for them to invite their neighbors, coworkers, and friends by establishing a vibrant local church right where they live? The impact would multiply, more lives changed, more families reached, and more opportunities for people to experience the extraordinary life of Jesus. This initiative sets us up to move quickly with leaders, systems, and funding ready when God opens the door. The reason we call it greater than comes from Philippians chapter 2, verse 3, where we're told, consider others greater than ourselves. That's what this is all about. We're choosing to consider those who don't know Jesus in our community greater than ourselves. We're choosing to consider the next generation greater than ourselves. This campaign is about modeling the sacrificial nature of Christ, laying down what's comfortable, what's easy, what's familiar, so that others can encounter the life-changing hope of Jesus. We are asking for 100% participation in some way with the greater than vision. We believe that if everyone who calls Foundations home prayerfully considers what God has given them and responds in faith, we can see the incredible goal becoming a living reality. Because this isn't about what God wants from us, it's about what He wants for us. So here's my question to you. What's God asking you to do? What step of faith is He calling you to take? Maybe it's your first time giving, maybe it's stepping into a radical generosity, or maybe it's simply saying, Jesus, I'm all in. Wherever you are in your faith journey, this moment is for you. Let's not look back one day and wish we had trusted more. Let's be the generation that said yes, so that others can say, that's when my life changed.
Every generation gets a moment. This is ours. The need is real. The time is now. We may not know every name or story, but we know this: what we build today will outlive us. Let's move with purpose. Let's give with boldness. This is our moment. This is greater than.